Hello?
Hi, is that Cherie?
Yes, it is.
Hi, this is Levi calling from Sticks to Stones in Brisbane, Australia. How are you?
Hey, hi, Levi. I'm fine, thanks.
Oh, that's the way. You ready for me to start asking questions and stuff?
I certainly am.
Cool as. So you're coming to Australia in May. Is this the first time you've been down, or it's been a while since you've been here?
Well, I've never been there. I've been wanting to go to Australia for 40 years.
Oh, wow. Well, I think you're going to love it, and I'm sure there's a lot of people that are going to want to come check the show out. What can we expect from it?
Well, I want to give the fans what they want, and that's, their favorite Runaways tunes and a couple surprises. It'll be a great show.
Yeah. Are you going to be bringing your son along as well on guitar?
No, not this time. He's got a record deal, so he's very busy. But I will be bringing the band that I had in the UK, and they're wonderful, wonderful guys.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I think you'll enjoy them.
Yeah, well, I play guitar myself, but I could never imagine writing music with my mother. What's it like writing with your son?
Well, I've been writing with Jake since he was 13, so it's kind of natural. And plus, I took him on tour with me for 4 tours, and he produced my last record. So we work really well together.
Oh, that's so cool. Do you still play with your sister as well, Marie? Is she coming on the tour?
Oh no, Marie gave it up when back in 1981, I think.
Oh, so
she realized it was. Yeah, no. That was a hard lesson, but well learned.
Okay. Yeah, some very big news has been happening lately. So many iconic rock stars have just been passing away. Lemmy Kilmister from Motorhead, and apparently your stage persona was based on David Bowie. I'm just wondering how his death impacted you when you heard about it.
I actually had the flu. I had like 103 temperature when I got the news, so I almost think I was so sick that it took the edge off, but it still has not sunk in. I still don't quite believe it.
Yeah. Did you ever get to meet him?
I did. He came to see the Runaways perform in Boston at the Rathskeller, and he came with Iggy Pop and Steven Tyler, and it was very nice to meet him. It was an honor, and he's just truly one of the most iconic, amazing performers I think ever born. So
yeah, I definitely agree with that. You've met so many legendary people over the years, and one that I was just curious about, because I've always been a massive Sex Pistols fan, and I'm just wondering what they were like to meet in their prime, and especially Sid Vicious, because he just always seems like such a dangerous character. Did you get to meet him and talk to him much?
No, I didn't. I didn't meet him, and if I did, I don't really remember. Again, when we were performing, we would get off the stage, and I would usually go back to the hotel. Some of the girls would hang out, but I really didn't. So that's why I didn't get a chance to meet him.
Fair enough. You had the movie come out, The Runaways, a few years ago, and that was, a big release. You had Dakota Fanning playing yourself. I'm just wondering, firstly, how accurate was the movie? And secondly, after the movie came out, did you notice a lot of younger fans turning up to your show?
Yes, a lot of young fans. It really opened the door to a whole new generation. When I opened for Joan, some of these kids were 11, 12, and they had tears streaming down their faces. It's so adorable.
Yeah.
And I think that the film, again, how do you put 2 years of craziness into 90 minutes? So, but I think, it depicted the 70s brilliantly, and of course Dakota is such a great actor. She was one of my favorite actors ever. So to have her portray me was a dream come true, and Kristen Stewart was fantastic as Joan. I mean, fantastic. And Michael Shannon was brilliant as Kim.
Yeah, it was a good movie. I haven't seen it in a while, but I did enjoy it when I saw it. I'm just wondering, are
Yeah.
you still like friends with all the girls from the Runaways? I know Sandy West passed a few years ago, but do you still speak regular with Lita Ford and Joan Jett?
Well, we do here and there. I'm not going to say regularly. I mean, Lita and I, we did some shows together just last year,
Mm-hmm.
and it was great to hang out with her. And she's gone on tour again. And me and Joan, we keep in contact, birthdays, so on and so forth. But, she's on the East Coast, I'm on the West Coast. And Jackie and I really haven't been much in touch since the early 90s. But Sandy West, she was my best friend all the way to the end.
Mm. Yeah, very sad news indeed.
It was tragic.
Yeah. So I'm just reading a bit about you on Google, and apparently you're into chainsaw carving. Is that correct?
Well, I've been a carver now for 15 years.
What got you into that hobby?
Yeah, I mean, it was a fluke. I happened to be doing relief carving at the time when I was going to the beach one day and saw a couple of guys chainsaw carving at the side of the road. And even though I didn't stop, I couldn't get it out of my head. You know that voice that tells you turn left or right, or that voice that we really need to listen to?
Yeah.
Every morning I got up, you've got to go back. And when I did, I walked into their gallery and saw the most beautiful, detailed mermaids and dolphins and sea lions, and that voice said, "You can do this." So I asked if I could apprentice there, and they looked at my artwork and they said yes, and they taught me how to not kill myself with the chainsaw, and that's about but the rest was up to me, and I really took to it and started winning, ribbons and placing in competitions shortly after I started.
Oh wow, that's awesome. Now, as you said just before, you've been playing for about 40 years. Do you still get the same excitement you got back in the days when you go on stage and you see all the the people's faces?
Oh, definitely. Well, I think when you're really born to do something, and I was born to be on stage. I just took a very, very, very long hiatus. But it's easier for me to be on stage than it is even doing this interview, even though this interview is very easy because you're great. But some things are simple, and to me, being on stage is easy, and I love it, and I appreciate it. I appreciate it so much more now that I'm not a kid, and I appreciate the fans so much.
Yeah, and you're looking quite good these days, if I don't say myself. Just wondering how are you keeping healthy these days? I imagine you got quite a different lifestyle than you had, 30 years ago.
Well, I think the chainsaw carving helps a lot.
Mm-hmm.
It's very demanding.
Yeah.
But
But I'm assuming you're probably having earlier nights these days, and all those that sort of stuff.
Yeah, of course.
Awesome. So how many tour dates? How many dates do you have booked all up? What other countries will you be visiting?
Well, I know we're doing New Zealand.
Mm-hmm.
Head over to you. I don't have the dates in front of me, to be honest, but I know I think we got 3 days off somewhere, so I'm very excited about that. So I can take in some sights.
Yeah, no, it would be great to come see you. I'll be up the front. I'll be doing some photography there, so I really can't wait for the show. I think it's going to be great.
Oh, terrific. I'm looking forward to it. How neat.
Yeah, cool. I'll just ask you one more question. If you could collaborate with any musician on the planet, living, dead or alive, who would you pick?
Well, I would have picked Bowie, of course.
Mm-hmm.
But of course it would have been Bowie.
Yeah.
But I'm going to say Susie Quattro.
Okay. Are you friends with her? You talk often?
Yes. In fact, I wrote a song for her new film, that she liked so much. She jumped on stage in London and performed the song with me, and that's my live album, my Live in UK, or Live in London album, which will be available when I'm there in Australia. It was great to have her on stage with me because but it made me lose my place in the song because I turned and looked at her, and of course it hit me that that's Susie Quattro, and I forgot where I was in the song.
Yeah. As you do.
Yeah, trust me. I mean, I'm still enamored. Always.
Yeah, and I'll ask another question. I'm sure you get this one all the time. Do you think you'd ever perform under the Runaways name again? I'm sure without Sandy West, of course.
Do I think there's going to be a reunion?
Yeah, do you think you'd ever perform, at least with Lita and Joan?
I don't think so. I used to think so, and I held on to that belief up until probably about 7 months ago, and then I finally just really realized that Lita and Joan, their camps don't seem to get along, so that's why I'm going to say no.
Yeah.
But I'm the only band member that has performed with every single one of the girls.
Yeah. So you're
separately.
the one holding it together.
I'm the only one that has performed with each one of them since the band broke up.
Awesome. Well, it's been really great talking with you today. I've just been going through some of the old records now, and I'm really enjoying it because, to be honest, I hadn't listened to a whole bunch of stuff. I knew your hits and stuff, but there's some really good stuff out there. I'm going to have to go through the entire discography and really learn your stuff.
Well, thank you. I know. I think that the kids, what I love about the Runaways music is that anyone can sing it and anyone can play it. And I think that's really cool. That's what kids need these days. They don't need, all the complicated, or, Australian Idol type voices to make an impact.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Definitely a turn-off.
Australian Idol, we had it, American Idol. But or The Voice, all those I think really made it difficult for young people who had a dream and were born to be on stage. Mick Jagger never would have amounted to anything. They would have kicked him off probably in the audition phase.
Yeah.
You have to look at how sometimes I think today is just a lot harder. That's why I tell young people, don't ask people's opinions and don't strive for acceptance. You know who you are, and just believe in yourself, and don't listen. Don't listen to anybody. Just do what comes naturally, and you'll make it.
Great advice. Again, thanks very much for taking your time out to talk with me today. It's a huge honor.
Oh, thank you so much. It was a pleasure. Thanks, Levi.
Okay, bye, Cherie.
Okay, bye-bye.
Bye.